Patrick's absolutely goated concrete. It was a day on the island of Sodor, and Thomas had arrived because Miss Jenny Packard's machines were working really hard. Alfie was loading some trucks. Jack was also doing that for some reason. Oliver was digging the foundations, and Byron was leveling everything to make sure it's safe. And Patrick was making his concrete, because he likes to do that, I guess. The concrete was a pleasure to look at. He was very proud of it, and always boasted about it. Then, Patrick came across Jack and Alfie. Out of the way, youngins! Important vehicle coming through!
What makes you so important?
Concrete! Hey, listen here, we're important too, man. Well, I'm the most important, said Patrick as he went off. Jack and Alfie were puzzled. Who was the most important? Who do you think it is?
We need to find out.
Right on that. And the two went their separate ways. Jack found Byron the bulldozer.
Byron. Patrick said that he's the most important of the pack. Is that true?
Oh my God, no. Don't listen to him. You know, and I know, that clearing a site is more important than pouring this guy's stupid concrete, said Byron defiantly. Alfie was going the opposite way of the construction site. He then saw Oliver. Slow down, man. Why are you racing around like this? Patrick said he was more important than all of us. Is that true? Oh my, no, said Oliver politely. Digging the foundations and digging dinosaur bones, specifically, that won't be a plot point in a different episode, definitely not, is more important. And that's what I do. Site leveling. Please, young front loader. Transport is the most important. There wouldn't be any construction. You guys wouldn't get around the yard. That makes me the most important.
Our operators, they're in charge of the safety and make sure we don't back into anything. They're definitely the most important, or at least the same level as us machines, declared Ned.
Jack and Alfie had basically received no progress whatsoever. They can't all be the most important, said Alfie.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
Thomas puffed back into the yard. He could see everyone was arguing about who was the most important. Even the twin dump trucks, known as Max and Monty, were arguing as well instead of doing their work like level-headed people. I'm the most important, said Max. No, I am, said Monty. You just wait and see. I can take more. Max was determined to show off and was rushing poor Ned, who was taking a reasonable amount of rocks to pour into his dump. We need more, said Max impatiently. He was determined to beat Monty. Monty was doing the exact same thing to poor Oliver. More, screamed Monty. He was determined to beat Max and show he's more important than him. Ellie was waiting near the slate when he saw the two passing by. Slow down, you two. You're gonna have a crash. Not on your life! Max and Monty were racing around, but they weren't paying attention. There was Patrick, the cement mixer, coming with his precious concrete. Oh no! Get out of the way! Oh my God, bro! I need to get over the... And it's at this moment that I realized how stupid swerving off to a bunch of bushes is. What in the name of Father Bennington is that up ahead? My car! My paint! My concrete. Ridiculous, dude. Now I'm gonna have to make some more and clean myself up now. Oh my God! Said Monty. Not my fault, said Max. It's yours. And he stormed off to blame Monty. They were all brought to the yard. Patrick and Thomas were still messy, though. You all need to be well behaved, said Miss Jenny. And as for you two, I am severely disappointed in you two. You caused Patrick to have a crash and cause a lot of havoc. You rushed all of our machines to get more rocks, and that is just not okay. I heard what you all were arguing about, and That is not something you should be worrying about. You are all part of a team. You're all the most important.
Not even Patrick?
Patrick, were you bragging about your concrete again? I mean, I might have said something.